Flow Wrestling. It's a very good website. They work very hard. Okay, the videotaping and the veins are popping out. Okay, they're flexing the muscles and they're screaming. They're like, yes, it's a takedown. Stop it now. Okay, it's very good. Flow, track, Flow Wrestling, Flow websites, everything flow. Okay, then you pin. Yeah.
Welcome to Flocenter. It was a huge weekend of college action. Joe, we got things kicked off in Las Vegas.
And it was an awesome time, and let's get things started at 141, what everyone's talking about. It's the true freshman, Hunter Stieber, out of Ohio State University. He downs Kellen Russell, the defending national champ, in the quarterfinals of the tournament. Kellen Russell comes back to get third place, has to wrestle Novichokov in the Conci semis. That's a rematch of the national finals last season. He comes away, gets third place. Stieber moves forward into the finals, wrestles Michael Mangrum of Oregon State. Mangrum looking like a junior wrestling a freshman. Gets that win, looks like a hammer doing it. Let's move on to 285. It's Levi.
Don't call me Strauss.
Cooper taking out Zach Ray at the Northeast Duels last week. He loses to Capone of Ohio State in the semifinals. Capone moves on to the finals against Clayton, a jackhammer, who hits a nasty lat drop in the closing seconds of the third period to take the win, mixing up the rankings at 285. One thing we do know is Ryan Flores should be your clear-cut #1 guy at heavyweight. At 149 pounds, Eric Grahalis looked real tough for the Wolverines. He avenged a loss he had to Taylor Walsh. This time he wins by tech fall, and then in the finals he wrestles a really tough Cole Van Olen of Air Force and handles that match, wins decisively by major decision, just looking good in the tournament. Now 125, something we're pumped up about. Thank you, Nick Bedleon. He's in a little challenge with Zeb Miller. If Bedleon wins the tournament, our man from Ohio Cast, Zeb Miller, will have to wrestle at the Cleveland State Open at 285.
Heavyweight.
Thank you, Nick. He comes away with the win at 197. It's Chris Honeycutt steamrolling the competition, getting takedowns, Honeycutting his opponent, getting more takedowns, and rolls away with wins across the board.
Really impressive performance at this tournament by the Ohio State. They have 7 freshmen in the tournament, and they come away with the title.
The bus heading into Ames, Iowa for #1 Iowa at Iowa State.
It was an awesome dual meet, great atmosphere. The Hawkeyes pick up the first 5 weights, including pins at 133 from Ramos and 157 St. John. Second half of the duel, Iowa State picks up 3 wins in a row, including a crazy finish at 184. It's a riding time controversy. And then at 197, it's Lyra of Iowa, Schaefer of Iowa State, each almost getting the fall. In the end, Iowa wins this match 27-9, and Montel Marion with an impressive performance.
He's looking like a true Hawkeye, getting his hand fight going, scoring points, putting the pressure on, and after the mix-up at 141 at the Vegas Invite, I believe Montel Marion is your #1 wrestler.
That was your top-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes. Let's take a look at the #2 ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. They took on #3 Minnesota this weekend.
And Jordan Oliver got things going early for Oklahoma State. He crunches a cradle against Thorne at 133. At heavyweight, Z Golagayev looking awesome. Major decision over Tony Nelson, your 3rd-ranked wrestler, at 285. And then Dardanus Kindig have a huge match at 141. 14-12 overtime match. In the end, Oklahoma State takes the win, 23-14.
All right, Zach Sanders at 125 gets a win to finish out that dual meet. Now, if we look back to Friday night, it was Delgado of Illinois with a win over McDonough of Iowa. To me, that says that Zach Sanders is now your #1 ranked wrestler at 125 pounds.
Over the last couple wrestling teams, it seems like a lot more teams have been jumping into the national team race. But at this point in the 2011-2012 season, it seems your clear-cut top 2 teams are Iowa and Oklahoma State. We're pumped for their matchup in January.
We take things over to the Nittany Lion Open. It was the man, Mark Morris, getting it done there. We'll look at the 157-pound finals. It was James Fleming from Clarion taking on Dylan Alton from Penn State. Alton in on a shot. Fleming defends, locks up a cradle, and gets the fall. And then at 165.
Oh, fireworks. We got Steve Fittery. We got Josh Asher. We have David Taylor. All in the same bracket. Fittery wins decisively in that semifinal. Moves into his final with
Rematch.
David Taylor. Fittery scores the first takedown, but David Taylor does his thing and wins by major decision, putting a clear gap between himself and the #2 guy at 165 pounds.
All right, that was an awesome weekend of college action. Joe, what happened in high school?
Taking things over to Virginia, the Skyline Elite Opener. Flow National Major coming at you. It's Christiansburg High School winning it. Kellum coming in 2, and Robinson #3. What up, Hazard? J.R. Wirt at 113 pounds rolls through this competition. And at 120 pounds, Robinson's freshman Riggs takes down Christiansburg state champ Delaney, and then the tournament ends with a huge matchup at heavyweight and another nasty lat drop for the win. Boom! From the Quantre Timbers of Robinson High School. Skyline Opener, some serious fireworks this year. I already used fireworks earlier, but I said it again.
More fireworks coming at you at the Skyline Open.
But that's not the only high school action of the weekend. Let's head south to Florida, the Cougar Invite. What do you think, Bader?
Gene Stevens was there. Gene, tell us how it went.
Scuba Scout team's going great. Went scuba diving with sharks. As soon as that was over, popped over to the Cougar Invitational. There's possibly 2 dirty flow takedowns coming out of there. One from Kevin Nordstrom from Brandon, another one from Flow National champ Jordan Spiller from Pinecastle. Do not miss the 160-pound final.
More top-level college action coming at you.
We got a PA barn burner with the Penn State Nittany Lions, your national champs from last year, will head to Grace Hall and battle with Lehigh. Then Missouri will be wrestling at Kent State with the lineups littered with national ranked wrestlers. Then Oklahoma will head to Oklahoma State. Bedlam! And then we have an Ohio battle where Ohio State and their phenom freshman lineup are going to head to Kent State and wrestle Jim Andrase's Golden Flashes.
2 more Flow Nationals majors on the horizon this weekend.
And we got our first Flow Nationals major in Oklahoma. We're super pumped about it. It's Tulsa Union's Mid-American Nationals. Tulsa Union's going to look to defend their title. But among other powerhouses, Allen, Texas coming in, bringing their lineup of nationally ranked wrestlers. Going to see some fireworks there.
And lastly, one of your originals Flow Nationals majors coming at you. Tap out mouth guard? Yeah, Iron Man
coming at you this weekend. One of our original Flow Nationals majors. Always stiff competition. We got teams like Blair, Wyoming Seminary, St. Ed's, and St. Paris Graham. Stay tuned this weekend. We're going to team up with GoHioCast for a sick coverage and a tournament that's going to determine a lot of national rankings at the high school level. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Flocenter. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and hit that like button right underneath me.
We're going to leave you with yet another Dirty User, Super Duck Jalali calendar, and a word from the king.
Hey baby, I'm the king, and you just watched Flocenter. Vegas.